Hi, welcome back. It is the last day of August. It's the day before Friday. It's the night of Miss Teen. We're glad to have you with us, and a whole lot to talk about before we leave you for this evening and head down to the cabins, which will be the only night that will go on as scheduled. A major schedule change across the board for just about everything going on during Heritage Days, except for tonight. I'll pass that along to you in a few moments. I will begrudgingly share with you the only person I could find to talk to me downtown earlier today who claimed to know something about something. I don't know. I wasn't paying much attention. We'll have a couple of arrests. Well, actually, one Magoffin County man arrested after being indicted in Round County for spitting drugs, I believe, or something of that nature on officers, and a plea agreement reached yesterday, a resentencing hearing held for Greg Howard facing federal drug charges, introducing your Miss Magoffin County contestants to you, and much more. So let's go ahead and get right to it. We'll begin with the case of Greg Howard, where the federal government had indicated that they were going to seek the maximum against Greg Howard of Howard's Grocery after being nabbed again by federal authorities for selling pills, the government saying that his prior felony drug conviction warranted the upgraded 30-year penalty from 20 years that the charges normally carry. However, documents we have reached, they being the government, reached a deal with Howard. The plea agreement is sealed, and there's no exact mention as of right now as to how long the government recommends that he serve in prison. But it does appear to be less than what he could have received. Already on probation for a 2013 drug conviction on distribution of pills, he was arrested back in March of this year on 5 counts of similar charges, and since being taken into custody and remanded there since, after being arrested at Howard's Grocery, he has now, after pleading not guilty, moved to change his plea to guilty in lieu of an agreement reached between he and the federal government. Yesterday, in federal court, Greg Howard pled guilty to count 5 of a 5-count indictment. In doing so, he agreed to a forfeiture allegation of $14,000 and possibly other money or property were uncertain, and the jury trial set for September the 9th has been canceled. He will remain in federal custody pending his sentencing, which has been set for December the 6th at 11 o'clock that morning. The single count that he pled to, count 5, was a charge of intent to distribute hydrocodone, being charged with selling pills to a confidential informant at Howard's Grocery on the occasions of February the 7th, 14th, 17th, and 22nd. And after an investigation that also included other transactions, authorities executed a search warrant at Howard's Grocery and seized several hundred, more than 440, oxycodone and hydrocodone pills, also a quantity of Xanax and Neurontin. And before they left the scene that day, they say that Howard confessed to the drug activity in an interview. Documents from his resentencing yesterday indicate that count 5 still carries a penalty of up to 30 years in prison and a $2 million fine and up to 6 years of probation. However, it's also important to note that in reaching this plea agreement with Howard, the government has also agreed to lower the offense level of his crimes from a 28 by as much as 3 levels, which indicates that he will not serve the maximum time. This agreement also dismisses counts 1 through 4, and Howard also in which waives his right to appeal. A Sagersville man was one of several, 13 actually, indicted recently by the Round County Grand Jury. He was picked up by the Paintsville Police Department yesterday. 35-year-old Chad Basham of Sagersville was indicted by the Moorhead Police Department for putting them into a serious situation, in danger of a serious injury, when he blew medication and body fluids in their face. He was indicted on August the 18th for the incidents that took place on July the 25th. Basham also indicted for disorderly conduct when he allegedly became combative with the staff at St. Clair Regional Medical Center afterward. He was also indicted on 3 counts of wanton endangerment for a police officer for that threat of serious injury when he blew his spit and whatever and medication in their face. He was arrested yesterday by the Paintsville Police Department, picked up on the indictment warrants, and is still lodged in the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center. More news in just a minute. Much more than diesel specialist, Black Smoke Performance is turning out excellent auto body collision paint and repair results with free quotes and estimates on everything from insurance jobs to that ding you got in the driveway, custom lift kits, bed liners, winches and accessories, and full diagnostics and repair on anything gas or diesel, from brakes to fluid changes to major auto repair. If you want it fixed, lifted, painted, customized, or just maintained, just call on the team at Black Smoke Performance in Dixie of Sagersville, 100 May Drive, or 349-8785. Beat weather to the punch right now at Conley Tire and get $50 back when you buy 4 new BF Goodrich car or light truck tires until September the 12th, and $70 when you buy 4 new Michelins by September the 17th, and take the stress out of buying with 6 months to pay and no interest. Cheaper, better, safer. Conley Tire in Staffordsville. Wanting you to have a healthier life means providing access to quality, affordable health care. And to do exactly that, Hope Family Medical Center offers full dental care with Dr. Pratt and his team, a pediatrician team of 3 doctors and nurses and moms, complete health care by family physician Dr. Kelly Pratt and nurse practitioners Mildred Sizemore, Gail Faria, Shannon Conley, and Heather Blair. Behavioral health services with Kimberly Davis, with in-house lab testing and results, in-house x-ray and pharmacy, and all the caring, knowledge, and experience that these medical professionals represent
at Hope Family Medical Center.
There's no better time than now to get the Android smartphone of your choice from Appalachian Wireless. All Androids up to $50 off regular price all this month. The Samsung GS8 was $149.99, now just $99.99. The LG G6, normally $99.99, is now only $49.99. And believe it or not, you can get the Galaxy S7 for only $1 penny with 2-year agreement while supplies last. Better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless, an East Kentucky network company.
Parkway Pharmacy, now open earlier from 8 a.m. until 6 in the evening to better suit your schedule and lifestyle, and to help you get better and live a healthier life. And if allergies are bogging you down, they're armed with the very best in over-the-counter relief for adults and your children. Reach owner pharmacist Jesse Rudd and his assistant pharmacist Megan Castle and their staff at 8 o'clock in the mornings or at 349-4400.
Hi, I'm attorney Jeff Lovely. When hiring an attorney, experience does matter. For over 20 years, I've been representing clients throughout Eastern Kentucky. We are a full-service law firm, representing clients who've been injured in car accidents or at work, representing clients who need to file bankruptcy, representing clients who've been charged with a crime. For all your legal needs, contact my office when it matters. We have 2 locations for your convenience. In Sayersville at 349-4522 and West Liberty at 743-1965.
Yes, that's a 68 with an awesome 302, an updated 5-speed, over $6,000 in just recent restoration receipts, all with only about 70,000 miles. It's only at Broadway Auto Sales in Paintsville. And this 07 Expedition Eddie Bauer, and this 2011 Nissan Altima, and this super sporty 07 Colorado are all drastically cut to sell quick. Come check them out at Broadway Auto Sales in Paintsville. All right, let's talk about Heritage Days. And there's a lot to talk about on that front, and of course, mainly due to the change in the weather that we have been talking about for days. Harvey, what's left of it, still going to affect our weather, winds, showers, just not a great scenario for a lot of wonderful things that are planned for our annual celebration. Before we get to that, let's go ahead and turn to someone who I found to speak to earlier today. An exclusive interview with a guy on the street earlier today behind the cabins, claiming to be some sort of super duper T-Rex something or other. I don't know. It's an exclusive interview because no one else would talk to him, and he claimed to know something about something or be something and have something to do with the shows tonight. I'm not sure. Let's find out. Hey guys, so we're right here getting ready for the Miss Teen pageant tonight. 2 big nights, hopefully weather permitting, and I went around trying to find somebody worthwhile and very interesting to talk to. So, we'll settle for this.
Okay.
This is they call, no they don't. This is a guy, he calls himself, what do you call yourself?
My name is Rex Talladega, and first off, Rick, let me start by saying thank you for finally giving me an interview. I've only waited for 5 years to finally get on your stupid show, so thank you for finally coming out and getting to me and talking to me. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I just ran out of excuses, man. But yeah, you're welcome. Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
So tell me about this big idea. This really awesome idea. We've got something going to happen here behind us in the river, and it's a great idea. So apparently it's not yours, but where'd it come from and what is it?
It's the Magoffin County High School girls basketball team being put on by Justin Williams, Doug Green, and all the basketball team. They're $5 a duck. Go buy your little toy duck. They'll write your name and your phone number down. Sometime during this event, possibly Saturday, in between the parade and the street dance, they're going to put all the ducks in the river. Whichever ducks gets to the finish line first, that winner wins $200. $5 a duck, $200. It don't get much simpler than that, Rit.
Well, why not live ducks?
Well, I don't know.
400 ducks. You racing 400 ducks upstream. Now, I'd pay to see that.
That would be pretty awesome. I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe it wasn't in their budget. They had to settle for little plastic duckies. I don't know. Why are you asking me stupid questions for?
It seemed appropriate.
Okay, yeah.
So tell me about the pageants. You're going to be, you coming back this year?
Yeah, I'm going to be back.
Couldn't find anybody else?
No, I guess not. No, they want me. Rex Taldaega's the hot attraction, Rit. I don't know if you just landed on the planet or something. Rex Taldaega's the big deal around here, okay? Miss Magoffin, Jimmy Caldwell, I'm going to whoop his rear end on that stage. You best believe that. I hope your little camera catches it.
Jimmy and I are tight, and he said he was going to kick your butt again.
Well, Jimmy has a reputation for coming up short, just like when he does it on the Weather Channel.
You seen the weather forecast? It's his fault.
Yeah, it's exactly everything is Jimmy Caldwell's fault. This rain, the cancellation, it's all Jimmy's fault now.
He said he was going to give you a safe word so he wouldn't get hurt.
That's, we've talked that over. I mean, he knows his limitations. Jimmy knows me. He's already faced me one time. He knows what he's up against, so he better come prepared.
So in addition to claiming to be the grand champion of whatever it is, you also claim to be the biggest fan of Heritage Day. Why and how?
You're absolutely right. I love Heritage Days. I love it just about as much as I love Christmas time. I mean, it's awesome. Look at this. All the food booths. You got the pageants, the entertainment. It brings a community together. I mean, for me, it's like the celebration of Magoffin County. I love it. It's awesome. Everybody should come out, get to the food vendors. All the money goes to a great cause. I mean, get with your friends and your family and watch the entertainment, watch the pageants. I mean, just enjoy a fun night.
I'm with you.
Yeah. At least we agree on something, Rit. At least we finally see.
We apparently agreed on something.
Okay, you might not be that bad after all.
I wish I could say the same.
Okay. All right. Fair game.
Okay. All right. Rex, thank you, brother.
Thank you, Rit.
And I'll be rooting for you against Jimmy Neal.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You better be rooting for me against Jimmy Neal, okay?
I promise.
Because then you'd be on my list, too. You and David Blair, all right? I see you up there. So
listen, David Blair is a closet superhero. You can't be messing with David Blair.
I'll take David Blair anytime. Let me tell you something. Rex Talladega out.
In all seriousness, Rex Talladega will be certainly something to see and be a great part of the show tonight, and then, of course, for Miss Magoffin. Also, the Lady Hornets are selling, as you heard, chances. Rubber ducks, $5 per duck gets you a chance to win $200. The race time, of course, still to be announced, pending all of the weather moving in. So be sure and stop and check them out. Be sure and get a duck or 2 or 10. They have a tent set up right behind the Historical Society, so if you're downtown tonight, be sure and support them. Now, if you are downtown tonight, it's the only night that's going to go on as scheduled. I just confirmed with the mayor a few moments ago that taking into consideration tomorrow's very inclement weather, they have decided to go ahead right now and for everyone's safety and convenience, make some major changes to the schedule. Yeah, so tonight is not a wash or a wash out. The Little Miss and Little Master pageant started at 5:30, and Miss Teen Magoffin with those 14 contestants, which I showed you night before last, will begin at 7:30 tonight. Everything as planned. Everything after, though, is not. And basically everything that was set for tomorrow is postponed, except for one thing. That is the school activities, and those have been moved. They'll still begin at 1 o'clock, I think I'm told, whatever time they were originally started to start. The mayor said 1 today. If that was 12, that's what time it is. But I think it's 1 o'clock at Sayersville Grade School. They're going to do it in the school. In addition to the rain, there's also going to be some blustering winds. It's just not going to be a good day, and it's just best to go ahead, they thought, and go ahead and make the arrangements and plan for some better weather. So everything postponed that was set for tomorrow, except the school activities, which will be at 1 o'clock at the Sayersville Grade School. And it's kind of a similar scenario for your Saturday. The Kiwanis 5K, though, will go on as scheduled. They'll leave the St. Louis Catholic Church. You can start to register around 8 o'clock that morning. They will start the race at 9. It's free to everyone who wants to run. Free T-shirts for everyone. Rain or shine, they're going to run. And that's going to be it for your Saturday as well. No parade, no street dance, no other activities yet. As the weather will improve on your Sunday, church services will go on as planned. That was pretty much originally the only thing set for Sunday. They will continue at the cabins. John Blanton, of course, will be there conducting the services for church Sunday morning at 10. You know, with the pageant, the big thing is these judges have to come back, and I think they're coming from Frankfort and other places in central Kentucky. And the best and first time they could come back was actually on Monday. So on Monday, Labor Day, here's the schedule. At 3 o'clock, the echo performances at the cabins. At 5 o'clock, the play, Life Along the Licking. And the talent show will happen right after the play. And Monday night, Labor Day, under beautiful clear skies, Miss Magoffin will begin at 7 o'clock. And I'll introduce your candidates to you, your contestants to you in just a moment. I'll be right back. The only difference in these washers and mowers from new is the incredible low price. And the same goes for tools, electronics, jewelry, games, and more at Parkway Gun and Pawn, where they buy and sell gold and silver and loan cash every day on just about anything worth $1. Stop by on Parkway Drive or call 349-PAWN. Here's a new list of specials at Gateway. This Chevy Intervan runs great, cold AC, $49.90. This 2015 Commander 500 Camo ATV just traded for 72 miles. As new, save thousands. And a pair of RAV4s. This 2010 all-wheel drive, excellent price and payment. And this 05 RAV4 all-wheel drive, $5,900 or best offer. This 06 Crew Cab is a 4x4 and thousands below book at just $10,900. And most payments under $200 a month at Gateway Motors in Sayersville.
I'm attorney Don McFarland. We all know that times are hard. Jobs are scarce. Most people that I know are struggling to support their families and make it through each day. Now imagine that you get seriously hurt while working on the job, and the insurance company for your employer refuses to pay wages and benefits while you are injured and cannot afford to pay medical expenses, household bills, and put food on the table to support your family. I can help. If you are being wrongfully denied workers' compensation benefits that you rightfully deserve, then give me a call and let me go to work for you. 349-9000.
They're rolling out big, beautiful truck bodies every day, the best America makes in steel and aluminum, with their largest ever local stock of angle, sheet, round, I-beam, expanded, steel, and aluminum in several different finishes for whatever you're working on. And if the dump body you're driving needs parts, they've got them in stock. And if you need a big project fabricated from scratch, they've got you covered at Logan in Sayersville since 1904. While they will not take to the stage until Monday of next week, let's go ahead tonight, as was planned, and introduce to you the Miss Magoffin County contestants. The Miss Magoffin Scholarship Pageant will be held Monday, 7 o'clock on the cabin stage. Kyla Page Hill will say farewell, of course, to a very memorable year as our reigning Miss Magoffin. The theme for this year's pageant is Solid Gold, and will feature Miss Magoffin, of course, the Magoffin County High School dance team, a lot of other great entertainers, a lot of very fun and entertaining skits. You might know who might be a part of one, pending an earlier interview, and of course Jim Caldwell will once again be the MC. Now, most importantly, let's meet the four young ladies all vying for the crowning title. Contestant number 1 is Emily Fairchild. She's from Paintsville. She's the 20-year-old daughter of Aaron and Paula Fairchild, and she's a sophomore at Big Sandy Community and Technical College, where she's majoring in nursing and pharmacy. Her platform issue is JDRF. That stands for Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. And for her talent, Emily will be playing the piano. Emily Gasparic is contestant number 2. She's from Salyersville and the 21-year-old daughter of Tracy and Tiffany Gasparic. She's a senior at the Big Sandy Community and Technical College and plans to obtain a degree in social work. Her platform issue is awareness of blood, skin, eye, and organ donation. For her talent, Emily will be singing. And contestant number 3 is Kaylee Conley from West Liberty, the 17-year-old daughter of Tony and Tabby Conley. A senior at the Morgan County High School, she plans to attend Morehead State University, and her platform for the pageant is drug abuse prevention. For her talent, Kaylee will also be singing. And contestant number 4, Olivia Gibson of Salyersville. She's the 17-year-old daughter of Kathy Cantrell and Matthew Gibson, a senior at Magoffin County High School, planning to attend Morehead State University. Her platform issue, breaking the chains of domestic violence. And for her talent, Olivia will be presenting a lyrical dance. And the winner, of course, of Miss Magoffin will advance to the Miss Kentucky Scholarship Pageant, a franchise of the Miss America pageant to be held in July of next year. And before I go any further on to some birthdays tonight and some other announcements, I got to go back. I left off an important part of the changed schedule for Heritage Days. I got us all the way up through Monday of next week. Of course, that's the night that Miss Magoffin will be held. But with the pageant being held late, they're holding the parade off as well. So all, of course, our beauty queens can be in the parade. It's an important part of our Heritage Day parade. And with that said, the parade can't be held until after Miss Magoffin. Did I say Miss Tina a moment ago? Miss Magoffin. So the parade is going to be held Saturday the 9th at 1 o'clock. Now, as for the street dance, it's not yet big confirmed, so I'm just going to leave it as to be announced. And the pet show. I talked to Mayor Pete Shepard earlier today, and he'd been unable to reach anyone with the pet show. So at the Extension Service, I really can't tell you what the situation is there. I'm going to try to find out. I'll post it on Facebook in a little bit as soon as I can hear. But he said he hadn't been able to reach anyone through 4-H or the Extension office to confirm tomorrow morning's scheduled pet show. They said they were going to cancel it if it rained, so I'm assuming it's going to be canceled, and I don't think they're going to be able to make it up, but I'll find out something for certain. But nevertheless, the parade not until Saturday the 9th. I've got a pair of birthdays starting off the calendar brought to you by Magoffin Farm Bureau. This one says a happy 83rd birthday to Reva Marshall with a lot of love from Samantha and Jeff and all the kids and a long list of family and friends. Happy 83rd, Reva. Happy birthday to you. Got another Marshall here celebrating a birthday. A happy 8th birthday to Trevor Marshall. A lot of love and best wishes from Mom, Dad, fam, and friends. Happy birthday to you. Happy 8th to Trevor Marshall. And a couple of quick reminders. The 45th reunion for the Salyersville High School class of 72 tomorrow, the September the 2nd, 776-9261, if you want to call a classmate if you haven't already. The Living Water Pentecostal Church has a yard sale set for Saturday as well, and that's going to be 9 till 4 at the Magoffin County Water District. If it rains, they're going to move it to a later date, but right now, that's what they're planning on doing. The Pentecostal Church, Living Water Pentecostal Church, having a big yard sale and bake sale, mind you, this Saturday in front of the Magoffin County Water District on Parkway Drive. And our Salyersville Masonic Lodge still collecting donations for Coats for Kids. Drop it in the mail at P.O. Box 936, or you can call 424-6302. And when you've got a birthday, an anniversary, or a special announcement, please call me. Doesn't cost anything. We'll tell everyone about it. All you have to do is get it into the studio. Projection is still pretty much on track. There were some light bands, some outer extremities, if you will, of Harvey that just fizzled out before they reached the viewing area. No complaints earlier today. But right now, Middle Tennessee, some other parts of that region seeing those heavy rains, some tornado watches being issued. We expect the possibility of some tornado watches as well, some mild tornadic chances that we'll be, of course, focusing on tomorrow. Here you can see rain estimates. We're still on the lighter side of things for a total rainfall amount of a couple of inches so far, but we're also right on that line where we could see a bit more, maybe a bit less. Late tonight, southern, southeast Kentucky might have a few tornado watches issued. You'll have to keep your eye on the weather. And remember, we're in for 2 or 3 inches of rain. It doesn't take much more than that on top of what we received earlier in the week to cause some flooding issues. And there's still a lot of unknowns. We know a great deal of moisture, certainly possible with what's left of Harvey. Periods of rain late tonight, a low of around 63 degrees. And we will see showers and thunderstorms tomorrow, and the winds are going to be an issue for us. 77, winds gusting out of the southwest at around 10 to 23 miles per hour on your Thursday. I'm sorry, that's east-northeast. I'm looking at the wrong line. Nevertheless, rain in the forecast, showers, thunderstorms, and the possible tornado watches might go up at any time. And look at temperatures take a dive. 64 on your Saturday and 57 for nighttime lows. Those showers will linger into Saturday, but I am hopeful that they won't last long into your Sunday. And in fact, there's only a 10% chance up until about 8 o'clock in the morning. As for Sunday, things will clear up. They'll clear up quite nicely. 74 and 54 degrees, sunny and mostly clear. Labor Day, 80 and sunny. We will get to enjoy a little bit out of the holiday. And sunshine will make another run at us on Tuesday before we have another front that comes in and gives us daytime highs back down into the 60s by midweek.